Hi, and welcome to the video regarding the element of Earth. And this video is to support the publication of this book, The Easy Way to Learn Astrology. And I'll get on with it then. Right, so the element of Earth, right. You have watched the other previous videos, haven't you? Because I'm building on those. So what we learned when we learned about fire was the extraordinary energy, that this was the impulse and the pulsing heart of spirit of the cosmos, of our dimension, really, the heat that gets everything invigorated, joy, confidence. Now, let's go back to the Big Bang, because what happened was this energy managed to get itself into lattices of what a scientist called weird excitations of energy, and they somehow clump together in these lattices. Now this is all happening in nano stuff, and the next thing you know is there's this Big Bang, and we have our dimension with its height and its width and its depth, and it's all measurable, and it's made up of energy. So if we put our hand through on a microscope, then the microscope will not be able to find anything solid. There are no solid bits. Everything is this whizzing energy. So it feels solid because, I guess, because of the force field of all the spinning. Technicalities beyond me. However, as an astrologer, what I do know is that the element of Earth is made out of fire. That fire, spirit, energy became this measurable stuff of Earth. And so Earth is an element all of its own, made out of another element, granted, but has very peculiar and very different talents and behaviors to fire. In fact, fire and Earth don't get on at all. Fire is terrified of Earth's boundaries, of its restrictions, of its authority. And Earth, on the other hand, is terrified that at any moment there'll be a big crunch and it will just poof, disappear into spirit or energy again, and it will lose its rigid form. Now, so Earth signs, the three Earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, are all devoted to maintaining the element of Earth. Each one has a mission, and that is to take the part of the Earth element that it is has stewardship over, or is in control of, or that's its sphere of excellence, and it has to, within that sphere of excellence, produce the best that it can out of Earth, to glorify it, to hallow it, to enshrine it. And so we get a real appreciation of everything that is solid or earthly. Now, when you think about it, so water that we drink, any kind of drink, the food that we eat, this is all to us sort of solid stuff, isn't it, really? And so Taurus, as the first Earth sign, has an incredible appreciation of just drink and food and heat and warmth and comfort and fabrics and the softness of fabrics, and a real appreciation of Earth, the basic things, fields, grass, trees, walking next to a stream, listening to nature, just the absolute presence of Earth, as in Earth, the material that you dig with, Earth as a planet, Mother Earth as an abundance of nature, and all the things that we can touch and feel and taste and use and smell within that. And so Taurus is absolutely bent on making sure that this Earth is appreciated and understood. And because of this, Taurus wants nothing more than just an appreciation of this. So food is a wonderful thing. Sugar, fabulous. Dairy products, ice cream, delicious. A lot of Taurians go for food because it's delicious and they can't help it, and it's an appreciation of it. But that you can get the antithesis, you can get the opposite of those Taurian types, which means that they so highly prize their body and revere their body and love their body and appreciate their body that they won't have the sweets and the ice cream and all the stuff that's going to make them fat, and that they endlessly work at fitness and preserving a perfect physique, and a wonderfully toned body that they can show off because they're proud of it. They're proud of the way it looks and the way it's appreciated, what it's capable of. So Taurus is quite adamant and very stuck on this quite simple theory or process or behavior or admiration. Let's just celebrate all this solid stuff with all our senses. So Taurus is a sensual sign. So the senses of smelling and tasting, hearing, touching, feeling. And to Taurus, feeling is the touchy-feely. The opposite sign of Scorpio is feelings as in emotions. Now, Taurus isn't particularly bothered about emotions. It's, it leaves all that to the water, where we've got emotions of loss and love, and fire, where we've got emotions of hysteria or drama. And Taurus just goes, it's not for me, right? I just want to walk through life quite placidly. I want to be in my meadow. I want to admire my garden. I want to have the odd glass of wine. I want to have the odd roast beef dinner if you're in the UK. Don't know what you want if you're in the USA. And I just want to enjoy. Lie back in the sun. Thank you very much. This is all very nice. And that really is an appreciation, isn't it? That is just fantastic. And also Taurus is responsible for the money that buys it, the security that buys it. So the accumulation of things that we want, like books and cars and phones and all the rest of it. Now, what happens after Taurus is Earth takes this one step higher upwards into more complexity. Now, the middle signs of all the elements are the most difficult. They are the most challenging and the most painful as a result. And so Virgo is a pretty painful sign, not just for Virgos, but for Virgoan types, but also for the types that have to live with Virgoans and take all the criticism. Because what Virgo does, it looks at something and it says, it discerns and it discriminates, and it says, oh, I'm sorry, but I have to say that you haven't got your hair quite right, have you? Did you which I think you needed to or is that a blemish there on your shirt? Or and it Virgo can't help it because it wants to perfect, it wants to help, and it wants to help people achieve perfection. It wants to go through everything and say, yes, we'll keep this, yes, we'll keep this, no, we won't keep that, let's get rid of that, let's make everything tidy, organized. A lot of Virgoans think this is, the way to live, beautifully organized, and fair play to them. Yes, probably is. And Virgo has a lot more care for the body than actually even Taurus, but this time it's not how the body looks, it's how the body is maintained. So Virgo goes for all the medical staff, dental staff, vitamins, all that kind of things, make sure that all the appointments are met, medical appointments and stuff, and puts the hard work and diligence and duty in that, frankly, Taurus isn't. Taurians, they like to have a little bit of relaxation. But Virgo is, right, that's it. Let's work hard. Let's keep going. And you've got to admire that. It is actually a mutable sign. So it's a sign that has energy. And I think the energy is consumed worrying. Virgo worries a lot. It worries so much. And if there is nothing to worry about, Virgo worries that there's nothing to worry about. This means something must be coming along. Oh my goodness, what's going to go wrong now? So if you know somebody with a strong amount of Virgo in their chart, then you know exactly what I'm saying. When the famous Virgo criticalness appears, and it is critical, you do have to remember this. They can't help it. They think they're helping you. Their criticism is simply because they want to put you right, and they think you need help. So just remember that. They can't help it. Virgo is very good at meeting the needs of others, service to others. Everything must be served, including the structural world. So they make great architects. They make great people to work in the health professions because they're very good at helping people service their bodies, maintain their bodies, medical stuff, bodies. Okay, and then we get to higher Earth. And this is Capricorn's palace. This is Capricorn's highest achievements. This is where Capricorn takes everything to the excellence. Now, Capricorn can take this, I have to admit, too far. If you're not a Capricorn, you'll think that way. If you're a Capricorn, you'll think nonsense. No, you can't take it too far. You have to amass great prosperity, great achievements. You have to have a very big bank account, fantastic car, a huge pension fund, the best house in the nicest area. Because all of this, and I'm actually smiling, actually I don't want to knock Capricorn, because you know what? All of that is the highest possible achievement for Earth. This element gets some bad press. Christianity, for instance, has within its creed a dislike of people that are wealthy and don't share. So Christianity is saying you must give to the poor. And so it became something of a society sort of adopted the view that, oh, it's not good to be rich and show off and show your riches. Well, Capricorn couldn't agree less, really. Capricorn thinks this is what I'm here to do, to build to the highest possible standard, to have the most possible stuff around me that I can, including the biggest, fattest bank account. When Pluto went through Capricorn recently, just as an example, the first thing it did was it caused the banking crisis. Pluto, in actual fact, did that because it felt that Capricorn's world, the world of banks, the world of institutions, financial institutions, everything's sort of so solid and dependable, because we're talking about money and banks, and you can't possibly sort of suggest that they wouldn't be solid and dependable. Pluto found out that they weren't, and so Pluto routed the whole lot and caused the financial crash in order that it be built again properly, sustainably, that the banks were built on solid ground and not these plastic edifices hanging off the end of a cliff about to just drop into an ocean with everybody's money on board. Capricorn wants to build slowly and properly and sustainably, and Capricorn, in a way, does want to look after the Earth, although I think Taurus is always much better than Capricorn at that. But Capricorn does have an appreciation of the Earth and solid things. Now, the Earth in our charts works for us. The Earth in our charts is where we work for Earth and earthly things, and the services and the objects and the security that we need where it's achieved. That is what it does. It says, this is where you will look after things, this is where you will gain things, this is where you will work hard to gain things, and this is where you will pile them up, count them, and achieve them. And it gives us the potential for that, and it gives us the actual, we can do it. It says, Earth says, work hard. Yes, we're going to get there. Keep going. It has a real sort of, yeah, come on, let's do it. And therefore, it is the builder. And it's the part of your chart where all your dreams can be built. So you get all those dreams and those visions in fire. The element that comes after fire on the zodiac wheel is always earth. And the earth coming after the fire is always the grounding of those dreams. So we get this fiery imagination. It really is no good at accumulating it itself, fire. It honestly isn't. But we step into earth and now we can accumulate. Now we have the realism and the actual skills in the toolbox to do it. And that's it. I think earth is pretty understandable in that respect. But you always have to, don't underplay earth. Don't just cross over it because it hasn't got all the pizzazz of fire or the mystery of water. Remember, this is what we're here for. This dimension is earthly. It has dimension. And this is what we should be using to give ourselves the best we can get for ourselves. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. I hope that was useful and backs up what you're learning in the book. And it was fantastic to talk to you. So you have probably found this video either on my YouTube channel or on the Facebook page called The Easy Way to Learn Astrology. And so you'll know that all the resources are on that Facebook page. Everything I could put together to support your journey into astrology is there. Please ask questions. I'd be very pleased to answer them. I just hope I get them notified to me on Facebook. It's sometimes hard to get Facebook because I have to run 3 book pages now on Facebook. It's sometimes hard even to get the notifications. So it won't be my fault if I don't answer you. It's Facebook's. Lovely to talk to you. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Okay, bye.